Hi, it's Ricky. Welcome back to the channel. Rarely do we achieve everything we set out to achieve. In this video, I will share how I pinpoint my failures to help me learn and grow. Failing is not a problem. It's how we learn. But we have to learn from failure. And to do that, we need to think differently. Oh, and stick around to the end. I will share how you can access my free diagnostic tool so that you can discover what causes you to fail or quickly identify what's holding you back. I will also share a fabulous resource that will significantly increase your chances of success from the get-go. Okay, so let's dive in. What causes us to fail? Focus is the starting point of any goal or project. Now, unless you have 4K clarity on what success means, compelling purpose, and sufficient confidence, then you're leaving your likelihood of success to chance. SMART. Well, that's a great tool to use here, and it will ensure that your goal is specific, measurable, and has a timeline. Your goal should be achievable, and that means that you believe that what you're attempting is actually possible, and you believe that you have the ability to achieve it. Your goal should register on your botherometer, which means that you have a strong reason for wanting to achieve it. You can boost your botherometer by being clear about how you'll celebrate your achievement or what the consequences of failure will be. Once we have a goal, most of us dive straight in and get into action mode. Now, my advice here always is we want to slow you down to speed you up. When we do dive in, this results in a false start. It's much better to explore possibilities before diving straight in. And this means exploring possible tasks and resources that you might need. Of course, things might go wrong or hold us back, and we should explore possible obstacles, assumptions, biases, limiting beliefs, and even how we might overcome them. One of the most limiting factors that causes us to stall or fail is who we involve in our goals and projects. We make loads of assumptions here. All too often, we rely on too small a group of stakeholders. We make assumptions about involving others that prevent us from engaging people who could and would help us. Beware of making assumptions about who will or won't get involved. Planning requires you to take your creative thinking, options and others, and critically evaluate which ideas have merit and which can be discarded. Clear on what tasks and activities need doing, define who is accountable for what, who is responsible for which tasks, and who needs to be consulted and informed. Ambiguity creates wriggle room, and wriggle room leaves scope for assumptions and excuses. Ensure that you have regular reviews in place to assess your progress that is relevant to the nature and timeline of your goal or project. Your criteria for success should be measurable and evidential. You should know when you have delivered your goal and, of course, each milestone along the way. Reviewing your progress is an ideal opportunity to test whether your goal is still relevant and achievable. You can always redefine your goal if needed. You should continue to test your assumptions and beliefs to ensure that there are no landmines likely to trip you up. Reflecting on your journey is an ideal opportunity to review learning. Make sure that stakeholders are clear about who's accountable, who's responsible for what, who do we need to consult or inform about what's happening. Every task should have a specific delivery date with clear expectations for each task and activity, and what specifically does done mean. Do you have a clear goal that passes the SMART test? Have you creatively thought through possible options and obstacles? Have you creatively thought it through about who could help or hinder your progress and how you might involve them? Have you critically assessed your creative thinking and identified what you will do, who you will involve, and when you will do it? Have you defined your review strategy and planned in the time to actually do it? Is it clear who owns what and how decisions are made? Earlier, I promised you some free tools. Well, firstly, in the description, you'll find a link to the Thinking Focused Business Challenge eKit. It's an amazing resource. We built this for organizations that we work with across the world. Their people use it with great success to achieve new goals and deliver projects. Inside it, you'll discover a whole range of templates, tools, and video links to guide you through the success process. From goal defining to purpose, motivation and confidence, from creative and critical thinking to planning and organizing. You'll find a self-coaching tool to help you effectively start any new goal or project, and you'll also find a diagnostic tool to help you review and reflect. For me, this is the ultimate performance productivity toolkit. Now I've got an exercise for you. You can either complete it now or come back to it. It's entirely up to you. But I want you to think about a time when you failed. Then I want you to ask yourself the questions from the diagnostic to discover where you went wrong. Now this only works if you're honest with yourself. Alternatively, you could stress test a current project or goal. By asking yourself these questions, you will flush out where you might be stuck or expose potential landmines or roadblocks. So I recommend that you build in time to regularly review your progress, and these questions, well, they're perfect for that. If you liked our content, why not subscribe and click the bell to be notified of future content? I wish you every success in your growth journey in pursuit of your goals. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.